Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea. It's nice to have you guys here. Today I have a plan with me video. We are a week-ish, yeah, pretty much a full week into September, but I still haven't done my monthly spread and it is Sunday, which means I need to do my weekly spread for next week. I thought I would have you guys plan with me. Where did August start? Back to school. Gosh, August was a month. Okay, let's flip the camera around and recap August and then get into September. Okay, so we're also at my other desk for this video. It's got a little bit more space for me to move around, so hopefully I can get some better angles for you guys. Okay, so August, I'm still really liking this layout for the month. So I've just kind of have everything all down one side rather than a box grid. This is a million times faster to draw. Throughout the month of August, I kind of played with my weekly spread quite a bit. So I had a few different layouts I used. My favorite is probably still this one, where all the days of the week across the top. I've got space to do both appointments and a lot of tasks, certainly more tasks than I usually get done in a day. And then at the bottom, I've got space to kind of plan out priorities, task lists, and then notes and things for next week. I had my back to school list, I had my weekly schedule, I have a bunch of notes from meetings, back to school, and then I very foolishly skipped a ton of pages, so I've got those. Lovely. You can see I'm still doing that kind of style for most of the month, and then by the end of August I really needed something different. This just wasn't quite cutting it because I just felt like I needed more space. So I kind of switched to having a 2-page weekly overview dashboard, which this was primarily just my schedule, like appointments and stuff, priorities, things for next week, and then I split my task lists up between teaching, business, and personal. And then on this page I had daily stuff. So I had kind of a weekly and a daily spread going on. That was nice, having more space, but I also found that I've just gotten really attached to a weekly spread. So for the first week of September, I switched to this. So this gives me one full page to brainstorm, list priorities, all that sort of stuff that I had here. And then these boxes just weren't big enough to do all of my scheduling plus all of my daily tasks. But switching to this style, it's probably still about the same amount of space as this, but it's configured differently. And so I don't know, this just kind of worked. So I'm probably gonna stick with this, but I do kind of miss this. I don't know, I think I'm gonna give one more week of trying out this style. But you can see we're now in the first week of September and I still don't have a monthly spread. So I'm gonna get my pens and stuff out and switch to a time lapse while I draw out my monthly spread for September and then the weekly spread for this coming week. So cue the time lapse. So I think I've got it set. I'm using a kind of peach, orange, and green theme. So I've got my Tombow pens, dual brush pens in shade 850, which is like the peach flesh. I think it's called flesh. 133, which is like a lime green, and 933, which is this really pretty bright orange. I thought it's starting to get me towards fall, but it's not super autumnal, so it's like perfect for that transition from summer to autumn. And then I've got my two of my Papermate Inkjoys in an orange and a green, so that's what I kind of used for a lot of my line work and my writing. And then I used my new sticker pack that I got in the back to school clearance section at Target by the Happy Planner brand, and just started using some of the stickers in that. I'm really liking these. So I've got Hustle Hard Girl and Get It Done are my two stickers on the monthly spread. I've kind of gone with the same theme as last month. So I've got all the dates down the side. I write the date, the number date, and then the day of the week that day is, and then I draw boxes for each week. So each week is essentially 7 lines long, and then I can write across that line all the main things for the day. All I've put in so far is the days that I teach. I'll probably go back through tonight while I watch TV or something with my calendar and like fill in like appointments and stuff. But I also, this month is really kind of quiet other than my teaching schedule. I really don't have that many appointments. It looks quieter than it really is, because obviously teaching takes up a huge amount of my time and energy on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I do a lot of teaching work at home the rest of the week. So grading, lesson planning, admin, all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of the monthly layout for this month. And then I've got my weekly spread. So I didn't use as much of, I didn't use the green Tombow marker, just the orange and the peach, the flesh. But I did use the green Papermate just as a bit of contrast to the orange. And then one of the stickers I used has some of the green, and some of the stickers I used up here also have the green. So I used the check mark stickers next to my 3 to-do lists, the exclamation mark sticker next to my priorities, so my top 3 goals for the week. I added in the cross it off the list sticker kind of in the middle of my to-do lists. This will help me kind of maintain 2 columns as I work my way down. I've got a general notes section with a little sticker that says note to self. I've got this kind of line border sticker at the bottom with Get It Done written in gold against the black. And then on Tuesday, I've got the sticker for busy day, because Tuesday is my busiest day. I teach 3 classes on that day, plus I have office hours, plus I usually do some work at home in the morning and in the evening. So Tuesdays are pretty crazy. I have been really torn about whether or not to start drawing out future weeks, because I feel like sometimes I get to a point where I'm wanting to move things from this week to the next week, but then I feel like every week I like to change up my spread. So like if next week I want to switch back to say this spread, then if I've already drawn out a spread, I can't do that. So my compromise is going to be sticky notes. And I am just going to put down, I don't know that I can get 6. Let's see if I can get 6. They'll have to overlap a little bit, but I think I can roughly get 6 down here. And then on these ones, I'm going to list out that week will be the 17th through the 23rd. So I'm just going to write Monday the 17th,
Tuesday the 18th, Wednesday the 19th, Thursday the 20th, Friday the 21st, Saturday the 22nd, and Sunday
the 20th. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Andrea. 23rd, not the 30th. And there's still one more week after next week in September. So I think this way, as I'm working down my to-do list, which I will write out later because you guys don't need to see that, it's boring. But as I'm working through, if I decide something on Wednesday, you know, that can just get done next Wednesday. Some tasks I save for certain days. They're not super time sensitive, but they're a good task to do on a Monday or a Wednesday when I'm at home, or they're a good task to do on a Friday if I stop working early. So if I want to decide, okay, you know what, I wanted to do this task this week, but it's actually going to be better to do it next week, now I have a sticky note that I can move it to that day rather than just dumping it on a task list. I find that I'm struggling to work through all of my task lists each week because some things don't get done on a certain day and they really should be planned for a certain day. So like reading chapters from the textbook I use need to be done by roughly a certain time, but like they didn't have to be done this week, but they're just still on here. And I feel like if I'd had the weekly spread already set up, I could decide, okay, it didn't get done on Friday, so it's going to be my first thing on Monday. So I'm hoping this will give me a little bit more flexibility with some forward planning, but still give me flexibility and adaptability to design my week how I want to when I get to this week in the bullet journal. So tonight I'll probably go back through, look at my priority list and my task list, what didn't get done. I'll migrate these things from here over to here and start assigning things certain days. The way that I tend to do my task lists is I like to just brainstorm, brain dump everything I think needs to get done, and then I will go back through and kind of prioritize and divide up, okay, this should be done on Monday, these should be done on Wednesday, these are things to do on teaching days. But yeah, last week I did not get through as much as I thought I would on any of my lists. So yeah, but I can cross off plan September plan with me. Because I am doing that right now. There's certain things that just are gonna have to wait for a little bit. But this is my new spread. I'm kind of digging the color scheme. I think as we move forward through September, it will start becoming a lot more autumnal. I'm getting so excited for fall. But yeah, that's the bullet journal. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do like filming these videos. I love my bullet journal. You all have heard me harp on it for quite some time now, but it really is like my favorite thing. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. I would really appreciate that as well. I've been so close to 900. But you know, so far we seem to be happy to just sit at a family of 892, 893, and that is fine as well. But if you would like to subscribe, I would really appreciate that. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what your planning routine is like. Do you use a bullet journal? Do you use a regular planner? What kind of planner do you use? There are so many adorable pre-printed planners that have come this close to tempting me to ditch the bullet journal, but I just can't bring myself to do it yet because I have so many great blank notebooks that need to be filled, and they're just bullet journals help me fill them. So yeah, so leave me some comments down below. Let's chat down there because I love chatting to you guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you all soon in the next one. Bye-bye.